So, welcome to the Lesser Known People podcast. I am your host, Connor. With me today, I have Justin J Money. I've got Ryan, the Big Cat, and I've got Kyle, the Caveman.
Caveman, baby.
We got the crew.
It's KY Jelly.
Okay, I don't mean to be a dick. Can we do that one more time where each of us gives basically a roll call? Because I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I
left the spot in there.
In there for it.
Yeah,
Connor, you were so beautiful.
Justin ruined it.
I don't want to say this, Connor, but can you recreate beauty? I will.
But this time Justin's going last.
Yeah, good idea. I fucked it up. I was like, there's your fucking jokey.
Yeah, there it is. That's perfect. That's good.
Welcome, everyone, to the Lesser Known People podcast. I will be your presenter today. I'm Connor. With me today, I've got the beautiful Kyle, the Caveman.
The handsomest of the jellies.
Some might say that. Some might say that. I've got Big Cat.
Oh, yeah. More handsome than Jelly, to be.
Yeah.
You know, outside of jellies, the most handsomest.
Yeah, I think so.
And we've got Justin J Money.
I would, Sean's not here, so I'm going to take over the most dapper of the bunch. If I do say so, I think I have all the clout in the world to say that I'm the most dapper.
Yeah.
I would say that. I've seen you in one of those, like the no coat, but like a two-piece, the vest with the tie and everything. You pull that off well. You put a coat on him.
I do. Let's
it doesn't work.
If Justin is made up and he's in the shirt, the tie, the vest, you're looking at someone who's dynamite.
Well, I mean, if you try to stuff this body into a coat jacket, like it's not working.
It's just it's not your shape. You got to dress for your shape. That's not
right.
Your shape.
I look like a sausage. If you were to put a suit jacket on a sausage, that's what it looks like.
Now imagine that same sausage in a very cute vest and tie combo. Now you're talking.
If that's the case, he's a very cute sausage.
Now, I think Justin's
it's a hot dog with the bun and all the dressings.
That's right.
Yep. Pour mustard on me, ladies.
Absolutely.
There it is.
Pour some mustard on me. Yeah. Hell yeah.
My favorite song.
And that is a classic.
It is.
Classic. Yeah.
I actually rewrote that song to be a Christian song for the very brief time that I was in a Christian band. It was Pour Some Jesus on Me.
Are you serious?
I don't think that really works.
It doesn't. Especially when you get to the hot, sticky, sweet part. Breakdown. Yeah. Christian folks in the crowd did not like that.
The thing is, I will defend that you can describe Jesus as hot, sticky, and sweet.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Taking it one step further, if the body of Christ is the little wafer cracker, and then you get the wine for the blood. So if you said pour some Jesus on me, it would be the wine. And
that's where I went with the Catholic upbringing.
Exactly. Yeah. Hot, sticky, sweet could be the blood of Christ, but then you're bathing in blood, thinking about Christ.
And then you cut to more of a Slayer thing where it's rain and blood. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're only supposed to be drinking his blood, not bathing in it. Okay.
Yeah. What are you gonna pour on the chick in the bikini on the 88 Trans Am? Come on, dude. Listen.
Jesus' blood.
Jesus' blood
on her, bro. God.
And you just throw some communion wafers at her.
Like just hopefully you hit her mouth somewhere. Yeah.
She looks like a 2-year-old trying to eat Cheerios. I mean, they're just spattered all over.
So when I was in this band, the lead guitarist was like real atheist. He was only there to play the guitar, clearly, and we were doing communion because we had to sit through services, which I get. And he had the communion wafer in his hand, and he looked at me and he goes, "I like my Jesus with a little bit of hummus." And I just started busting out laughing in the middle of it.
Well, that's Eastern Orthodox, if anything.
That's what that is. That's what it is.
Oh, this is a bad episode already.
Let's really isolate some religious people. Let's do that.
Yeah. Just so we're clear, I am a card-carrying Christian, guys.
Yeah, and not all of us are, and that's okay, right? There's room for everyone at our table.
It's beautiful to sit through service of any kind. That's a beautiful experience.
Except, without question, a Catholic wedding. Never. Save yourself.
Did you have a Catholic wedding?
Catholic weddings are a different thing. That is true. Yeah.
No, I did not have a Catholic wedding. It's just so much up and down. It takes like 90 minutes. Who
It does.
cares?
It's an incredibly long time. It is
Yeah.
an incredibly long time.
Just speed it up. Dear Catholics, put a pep in the step. Let's get through it here. Let's get to the booze. Come on, we all want to be
Yeah,
there.
you do wonder if they're ever going to get married or if this is just like an endurance test for the.
It's the first marital test to being like, who's going to break? Who's going to break first?
We intentionally turned off the AC. Here we go. What do we got?
How much Latin can you listen to before you break?
Yeah.
You got Latin blaring in the speakers. You have a whole hell of a lot of sun coming in through those colored panes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Well, now that we've covered Catholic weddings, who the hell are we talking
I think
about?
we've got our opener now. So the topic of today's story is a woman named Julie Diabry.
Julie Diabre. Is it Julie Diabre?
Julie, because she's French.
Oh, French.
Oh, she's from France.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
French.
Depending on when we release these, I'll leave it up to Kyle to edit this, but we're either going back to France or this is our first time in France.
I'm definitely leaving this in.
Yeah.
This is a choose your own adventure at this point. I love it.
You'll have
Yeah.
to scroll through our episodes.
We
So-
don't really know when we're releasing Tiara yet, but when we get there, we're going back to France.
Mm-hmm.
So she was born in the late 17th century in 1673. Her father was a man named Gaston Diabry, because of course his name is Gaston.
Gaston.
That's the most French name you could think of.
Did he kill the beast? That's the real question. Beauty
I
and
don't
the
think
Beast
so,
reference?
but I did see that he did eat 5 dozen eggs for breakfast every day.
Jesus.
So he could
You are
grow
a big
large.
man.
Yeah,
Wow.
large as a barge. Absolutely.
Her father was, well, first of all, he was the secretary to the Count of Armagnac, but he was also the master of horse to the King Louis XIV.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, pause.
Master of horse.
Full pause. What is that?
Is this a reference to Mr. Hands? Are we going
Well,
back to
you know,
Mr. Hands?
it's a cameo.
Master of Horse? Wouldn't you love that
Master?
on like your like high school jacket? You know, your Letterman jacket.
Yeah.
Master of Horse.
Right next to the debate team.
Yeah.
As you can see here, I was first chair flute, debate, and master of horse. So
I have an iron hymen. You know what that is? Can't be broken. Won't be broken. So also made it to the shoulder there.
I can't even react to that joke well enough.
Part of her father's job was to train all of the king's pages with, like, in reading and writing, singing, dancing, and most importantly to the story, fencing.
Fencing.
Wow.
Because, you know, his daughter was around. She got all of those, you know, lessons as well.
So she was a fencer. Is that what we're getting at? So
That's
she was
what
a
we're
very
getting at.
well-educated fencer, knew a lot about horses.
clearly high aristocrat fencer.
Right.
Versus-
So she's part of the French nobility at the time.
Yeah.
When she turns 14, she becomes the mistress of this count, the Count d'Armagnac.
Age 14?
Age 14.
I guess that wasn't raising any eyebrows at the time.
No, not unusual at the time.
You're
She's
ready.
getting old. She's almost aging out of that sweet spot for a lot of these guys.
Well, like
A
the
lot
weird
of-
thing
a lot
is,
of
it's
guys
like
are asking her, when are you going to have a baby? When's that?
Yeah, her grandmother showing up to her first period, like, "Hey, when's that baby coming, hon?"
Mm-hmm.
The mom's immediately, or the grandmother's immediately from the Midwest.
Gotta be, got to be. I can only do a couple accents, and it's one of them. So
Midwest,
He
Northeast.
does many accents. He's great.
I'm not going to do a French one. It is awful.
All right. So she was the mistress to a count, which
right,
makes him a perv. Got it?
right. But this count was also her dad's boss.
Ooh,
Oh.
Oh God.
plot changer.
Sacre bleu.
There you go.
I have been sleeping with your daughter. I don't know.
I am. You could say she is the master of my horse.
He rides as a stallion, if you know.
That being said, this is pedophilia. So let's just make sure we call that
Definitely
out.
pedophilia. Just so our bases are covered, what we
Yeah.
are describing as pedophilia.
Yeah, we're walking on the bottom of the pool again. We hit pedophilia, and we are tap dancing on bestiality again.
Definitely.
I do have to just pull a full KOI moment here of like, what's that pickup line for this guy though? To be like, hey, I kind of pay your dad every day, so maybe we should date. No. I am 15 years older than him, but maybe we date. Maybe we date for a little bit.
You are interested in maybe a man of power?
Of gray hair.
Power. I'm older than you.
Now, Connor, I'm assuming that this count is married.
Yes.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Super duper guy. Super duper guy.
Yeah. Honestly, stand up. Really stand up
Really
guy.
stand up guy.
Yeah.
Really
Good
stand up.
citizen.
Well, he does the right thing at the time, I suppose, and he arranges a marriage for her
Oh,
to
okay.
Some other administrative man, like more appropriate to her station and like to her task.
So, but he's still like fucking her on the side, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and she's also still 14.
Well, you wouldn't give that up.
Yeah.
You would not give that up. If you're a pedophile, you would not give that up. I'm gonna arrange your marriage, but we're still gonna fuck on the side.
Sorry, do you like the horses and the fencing? Yeah, we're still doing this for sure.
we're still doing
it's
this,
still happening on the side. This is basically like, I'm gonna meet you at the strip mall, baby. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Look, to be honest, this is why women hate us, guys.
Yeah, this is why we score so poorly.
I know. I have been quiet the last minute because I'm trying to think of a joke that isn't a little bit inappropriate. But like,
because they're not gonna read what we just said as satirical. It's gonna be wow.
Yep. These guys believe it. Now it's not even like the safety net of it. It's like, to take nothing away from Connor's story, this is like kind of fucking typical of that fucking time, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, definitely.
old men are fucking gross with any sort of power. Like,
to the point here, what I do want to. What was the appeal of him? Was it just the absolute affluence of this individual and where he stood in society, where it made him appeal to a 14-year-old?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I guess it's just like, what are you gonna do? You're 14.
Yeah.
You're
That's
you're like a noble woman's daughter, but you have this count. That's your dad's boss.
Yeah. You don't think
kind of
straight
have to
at
do it.
14. Yeah. As someone who teaches teenagers, you do not think clearly at 14. Yeah.
So she has more or less this arranged marriage to this sort of like lower level admin guy. His name is Maupin. And right after that marriage, he basically gets assigned somewhere else in France.
Okay.
And he just like takes off, leaving her in Paris.
well, and if it's like 3 miles away, that's basically unreachable. It's Siberia.
So long. I'll see you later. You are my wife. I do not care. I'll see you.
I see you. You are seen. Yeah.
I'll have to go talk to the other guys, if you know what I mean. Oh boy. Yeah. So our French accents are atrocious. If anyone is listening,
It's mainly Pepe Le Pew. It's
mainly Pepe Le Pew. Yeah.
Well, it's influenced by a lot of different things.
And I would apologize, but I will not at this point. I will not at this point in the podcast.
The French are safe to make fun of, I think.
And they hate us no matter what.
Yeah.
So.
Just,
They like speaking French too much to learn English. So they're never going to listen to this podcast.
Thanks for the statue, you fucks.
See, I gotta cut that part out. Come on,
No,
man.
you don't. Fuck them. No one's listening. No one in France is listening to our fucking podcast.
You have a thing for the French, though. It sets you.
I don't give a fuck.
But are you still, Justin? I gotta ask: are you still calling them freedom fries, or is it French fries?
I eat them to the French fries. They're below me. French fries.
Fuck yes.
French fries.
So she gets married to this guy. He fucks off. She ends up falling in love with one of her fencing instructors.
Oh yeah. Well, fencing is a phallical sport.
Yes.
It is. Those swords with those rounded tips. Ooh.
Yeah. How can you not get turned on? Yeah.
Yeah.
I have only ever seen tight pants. They're showing what they got.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. There's definite some fucking moose knuckle going on in those things.
Yeah.
Now I'm assuming she fell in love with this one by choice.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
And this is sort of why her story is so interesting, is because she falls in love with so many people, and she sort of lives her life as she wants to after having like a shitty childhood.
Okay, so after
Yeah.
being forced into a sexual relationship with an older man at the age of 14, and then forced into a subsequent marriage after that, she's like, "Fuck this."
Okay, I like that. She's taking power of what's going on.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, so she falls in love with her fencing instructor. His name is Saran.
I think that's French for Karen, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, Karen, I mean Solan. I mean Solan.
He's a classic Karen.
Yeah.
So they're, dating a while in Paris. He ends up getting in a duel at some point, in a fencing duel.
Okay.
And at the time, duels are illegal in France.
Oh.
Okay.
But it's a fencing duel. It's not like real swords.
Yeah, I mean, they're real swords, but it's not like a duel where it's like take 10 paces and shoot each other.
It's
Right.
It's like Three Musketeers type dueling.
it's with
what?
So if like someone gets stabbed in the shoulder, they're like, "Oh, you win."
Oh,
And I'm gonna go
okay.
home.
Okay. Not
Okay.
like a certain death duel, but like a
Yeah. Not like a Hamilton duel.
yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking like the
Yeah.
dueling that took place in the early United States for a while. Dudes are just
yeah.
military officers were shooting the shit out of each other back then.
Yeah. Holy crap.
They were
Just
not-
fight with your fists about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so he does a duel, but it's illegal to duel.
Right. So
Sword duel to sword duel. It's illegal. Yeah.
they have to get the fuck out of town.
Okay.
They go to Marseille. And during that time there, she ends up joining an opera company in Marseille
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
because
Wow,
she spent
this
so
is-
much time, with her childhood, learning how to sing, how to dance. She has this background.
This is crazy. This is crazy already though, because how old is she at this point?
Probably still 14.
That's
That's a lot of shit to go down in 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year. It's a big. She's. You know what? 14 was a huge year for her. Massive.
Yeah.
year.
I mean, honestly, 14 was a big year for me too. So I get it.
It was. It was.
Yeah.
Connor grew like 4 inches, and he was very popular after that. That's nuts, though. And for modern day reasons, what would that equate to? To be like, you had to go on the run for a relatively minor crime-ish. Like it wasn't murder, right? They just did something they probably shouldn't have been doing. I'm sure the punishment was incredible for it for some reason, but like, what would that be? It's like, oh, we got an offender bender, so we fucking left town,
Yeah.
never to be seen again, and I had to join the opera. Like, what?
I left town with my much older lover. Basically, this is now kidnapping, but then I joined the opera once I got to Marseille. So things kind of leveled out. Quite frankly.
That is a good point. Is the new boyfriend that she's running away with here, or they ran away together? He's like age appropriate, her fencing instructor, probably a little bit older, obviously.
Yeah, he's probably older. Probably not like 45.
Yeah, not gross.
Less 45, more
Yeah.
towards 14. Okay.
Yeah, more 25.
Yeah. Still, if you're listening, still entirely illegal. Just
If we have any listeners
anyone-
out there getting some ideas,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
do what these men have done.
Yeah.
just ID everyone you ever date. That's
What's
Consenting
interesting
adult.
is it's completely legal in France to marry a 14-year-old, but you have a sword fight with a guy. No, you gotta take off. You gotta get out of the dodge.
Yeah.
criminals. They are so fighting. Oh, your girlfriend is 14. You're a lucky man.
It's like, I too like to kiss children. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Like the fact that he didn't kill this guy is like, wait, why do I have to leave my town?
Yeah.
He's fine. I'm fine.
At this point, yeah.
I poked this guy in the shoulder, and I got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Basically, couldn't you pass it off as like, no. We were just pretend. We were playing pretend.
On the way to Marseille, what they're doing is her and Saran basically do these sort of fencing shows outside taverns just for a little bit of money.
Yeah.
She'll sing some songs, whatever. But like the whole time she's doing it, she's dressed as a man.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I don't know, like during that time, it might be a little weird to see one man
Fighting a woman.
fighting a woman.
Or
like-
a little girl in this case. Of
Yes.
Right.
A child.
Yeah. Is there like a reveal at the end? Is it like Samus, where you're like, oh, it's a girl the whole time, crazy?
We have some pretty deep knowledge here on lesser known people. Most of it is video game related to
Yeah.
other genres.
That was the sickest, nerdiest video game reference that's ever come on.
And what got the hardest laugh? So fuck everything.
All right, so they're doing shows outside of taverns.
Yeah.
She's pretending to be a man.
Right. She gets to Marseille. She joins the opera company. And after a few months, she gets bored of this guy
As you do.
and basically dumps him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been down that road.
Yeah, she's 15 now. Take a fucking hike, old man.
Yeah.
She's 15. She's outgrown you at 30, you motherfucker. Get out of here.
She finds a new lover. This time, it's a merchant's daughter.
Oh, shit.
Ooh,
Hell yeah. All right,
yes.
this is a good story.
Yes, queen. Yes,
Yeah.
queen.
So this merchant finds out that, you know, this sword fighting woman is courting her daughter. And what does he do? He sends his daughter to a convent to get her away from all of this.
She got to pray away the gay. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, if you can't slap it away at home, you got to pray it away somewhere else. Just ask Mike Pence. Sorry, I shouldn't have said something political, but
You can pray it away. You can pray it away.
you
That's
pray it
right.
away. Also, it puts his daughter, who is like, you know, clearly is, I mean, let's just, you know, we're going to scratch some rules here, but she's a minimum bisexual. That being said, it's going to send her away with a bunch of other women who she's clearly attracted to.
Yeah. It's
And-
only helping her case, I guess.
Yeah, to be like, I'm going to find some other cool ladies. Now, obviously, it's super unfair because she had a totally baller-ass girlfriend. She's a fucking sword-fighting opera singer. Come on. She's not even real at this point. Julie?
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 Okay. So,
Yep. So this doesn't stop our heroine.
hell
So
yeah.
she goes to the convent and pretends to want to join it.
Well,
Say
yeah.
it.
I mean, okay. I'll take it.
And there's a recently dead nun that just happened to die of other circumstances. So she takes this dead nun's body, puts it in the merchant's daughter's bed, sets the convent alight, and
No.
then takes off with her lover.
That
Oh
is
my
a
God.
big story. Yes.
Dude, she is the baddest bitch on the planet.
Wow.
Get out of
Yeah.
here. Wow. Would I do that for a girlfriend at 15? Not a chance. Good for her. Holy
my
shit.
God. Well, but this woman is hardened. So clearly, all these
Yeah.
sword fights, all these marriages she's been through, she's ready to just fucking kill.
Yeah, she's lived like 7 lives at this point. She can do whatever the fuck she wants.
That's exactly right. At the age of 15, she's been 15 different people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a really complex like special forces military operation. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take this dead body. All right. I'm gonna fucking set it ablaze. We're gonna pretend it's you, and we're gonna run away
And
forever.
we're about to leave. Yeah.
Isn't that exactly what they did with Bin Laden?
Okay. All right. I see. Kyle's fucking twisting screws here. Oh, what a terrible guy. What a terrible, terrible person. You know what? Release the Big Cat tapes. I'm on Big Cat's side. AY's a fucking monster.
If I don't make enemies out of at least half of the people on this podcast every episode, what am I doing here?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I got your back, Kyle.
Thank you.
That's true.
Wow. Okay, sorry, back to it though.
Yeah. The two escape. And it turns out the merchant's daughter just kind of gets bored after like 3 months
Yeah.
and goes back to her family.
This is boring.
She's tired of it.
How does she? Okay, there's so much to unpack with these things though, and so much time has passed that it is what it is. But like, what does she say? What's the cold open when she walks back after 5 months? And like, yeah, that convent burnt down a couple months ago, but I'm back now, so don't ask any questions.
Yeah, I mean, like to the point to like the Timothy Dexter episode where it's just like, you can start a new life whenever you want to.
It's
These
true.
different times you could just
I just have to
to a
move
new
20
town.
miles away.
Yeah, no one can get
No one
me.
knows who I am.
Yeah.
That's right. A new town, you're a different person.
So what she has to deal with after that is, you know, charges of arson, kidnapping, body snatching.
Those are things you deal with at 15. You know,
Yeah.
15 for a lot of people.
Yeah. I know that was 15.
You know-
That was 15 for Connor all day.
Yeah. I did light a few things on fire. I will say that.
And it cost you your perfect eyebrows.
Yeah, I remember Connor showing up to school with no eyebrows and a singe down the center of his head.
Hey, man, eyebrows are temporary. Glory is forever.
Yeah.
I will say what Connor didn't do was, steal a corpse and light a building on
Light the
fire.
corpse on fire. Yeah.
You don't know what Connor did.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. I like to assume he has higher scruples, but he also didn't have a girlfriend being sent to a nunnery by her asshole father. So
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, merchant daughter gets bored of her.
Yeah, I mean that's really the crux of the story, and I think this might have to do with I don't know, dating norms in 17th century France. People are just getting bored of each other,
Right.
and then just moving on.
Nothing to do with the nun she murdered. I'm not convinced she didn't murder her, by the way.
all I can think of is you're like, she died of this older nun died of separate causes, and she had just nothing but sword poke holes all through her chest.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh no,
Natural swords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's influenza.
She
This is
naturally
fine.
fell on my sword.
I mean, just imagine the luck of coming across this dead body. Like, oh, this could be useful. Just stuff this in my back pocket for later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, she's got the connections with the count. She ends up getting a royal pardon for all of this.
Oh,
Fuck.
sick.
Oh,
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
shit.
Fuck
Yeah, because now she's a little bit older and she can do she can come back and frame Epstein, right? She can
Yeah.
remember that thing you did to me? Well, guess what? You're gonna pardon this shit. All right.
Okay.
So what goes on next?
Yeah, after this, she goes back to Paris, and she's, her day job is just as an opera singer, as you do in Paris
Yeah.
in the
Especially
18th
after
century.
killing people, you become an opera singer. I really think that's the first ring.
Yeah, but she moonlights as a man,
Oh.
getting in fencing duels,
Oh.
seducing women,
sick.
Definitely.
whatever else she wants to do.
Yeah.
It's and it's probably not okay to ascribe separate gender things, but it's she's like fucking Batman, right? By day, opera singer, kind of a certain echelon in the social world. At night, she's out fucking wrecking bush, just
Yeah.
slaying these ladies down left and right. No, I'm a guy. Don't you sing at the? No, I'm a guy. Fuck off. Walk away.
I'm a guy with a vagina. What the fuck is your problem? Come on. Jesus.
I literally imagine her just getting in French guys' faces all the time, right? But you're kind of a small guy. I will fucking stab you, bro. Back
I will
off. I'm
fucking-
leaving with your chick. That's what's
I will
happening.
fucking stab you. I am more man than you are, and I have a pussy.
Funny you bring that up. One day while she's in Paris, she gets insulted by one of these young French noblemen, and she gets challenged to a duel.
Oh, bad move, my
Dude.
friend.
Dude,
Yeah.
you're fucked. You just
You're
challenged
fucked.
Bruce Wayne to a fist fight. Congratulations on your ass
Fucking
weapon.
So
Yeah,
fucked.
Beatrice Wayne is about to fuck you up.
That's right.
Now, does this guy who challenges her to a duel, does he know that she is a woman and in fact not a man?
No, he thinks she is a man.
Okay.
Okay. She definitely fucked his girlfriend. For sure she did.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. He was like, "Oh, you're like a dick, dude." And she was like, "Yeah, you want to fight about it?"
So they duel. She stabs him in the shoulder.
Hell yeah.
He yields.
Mhm.
And she wins the duel.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then she drops trowel, see my bush?
Yeah.
Suck it, bitch.
Here's my big dick. Why don't you sit down?
Sit while you pee. It'd be
Yeah.
funny if she made him sit while he pees.
Yeah.
That's the final thing.
Yeah, it'll be so. Any public bathroom, just going with it open. Now, bleeding shoulder, sit down and take a piss.
Yeah.
We're all watching.
Here's the thing, though. She goes to check up on him the next day, goes into his room. They end up banging.
Oh
Fuck
my
yeah.
god!
Guys, all that violence is going to lead to sex. It's going to lead to sex.
Wow, it's a charged atmosphere. It's a very sexy situation.
Yeah.
I penetrate you, you penetrate me.
Yeah.
Wow,
Definitely.
I have nothing but respect for this chick. Holy shit, she's
Yeah.
just dudes, ladies. Fuck you, pay me. Fuck you, pay me. Just full Goodfellas. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to take what I need from you.
Hollywood has capitalized on this forever. When you see a battlefield and then people just suddenly make out, or like,
I remember that Braveheart scene where they all just started jerking each other off.
and then they were just like, "Oh my god, it's so hot for freedom," or we jerk each other off. One of the two. One of the two. One of the two.
One of the two. One of the two. One of the two. Great, killed. That'd be the best way to fight battles. Is like, oh my god, here they come. Oh no, they are kissing with their tongues now. Like it's like that's the battle implement.
Or you do the instead of the cannonballs, just fire loads of semen at them.
It's like, dude, okay, everybody run up to him really fast, stop just before you get to him, and then ask, do you want to kiss me? It'll throw them off. It'll throw them way, way off. They won't even know what it's about.
Do you want to kiss me? Before I stab you, do you want to kiss me?
Do you want to kiss me?
Do you want to kiss?
Maybe we should.
Maybe we should. Maybe. I couldn't tell if you were leaning in or not. I couldn't tell.
I'm gonna come 55. Maybe you just come 45. We'll see what happens.
You just come and we'll meet. Just.
I think it's extra funny because Mel Gibson is such a raging asshole, and probably it's all. Oh wow.
To be fair, if Mel Gibson wanted to kiss me, I wouldn't say no.
I would say no.
I would say
no. I'm a hard no.
Is that Mel Gibson now with the beard?
I want like Mel Gibson off his meds, anti-Semitic.
Although we've always said Justin likes his men crazy. We've said this.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Mel Gibson is a textbook example of a crazy. Yeah.
I mean, are we talking about like Lethal Weapon Mel Gibson crazy, or like real life Mel Gibson crazy, circa 2010?
Circa 2010. That's what I want.
You want
No.
I want Mel Gibson to scream hate into my dick.
Scream hate at everyone.
I don't think I can keep this.
Yeah, you can. Don't cut this.
I like first Lethal Weapon, this close to a mullet. Like he's right there.
He is right there.
He's fit. He's pert. He's ready to roar.
He's running on the beach with that body. He's mowing down ladies with that body. He's jumping off buildings with that body. He's
now, Ryan, did you see anything else in the film besides Mel Gibson's body?
He's saying lines in the film with that body. He's jumping on helicopters with that body. Driving in a Trans Am with that body.
You could do like a Mad Max Mel Gibson, or like he just got like.
That's true. He was just as crazy in the Mad Max series.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like he's a little bit too.
Well, the first Mad Max where he didn't say a fucking word, he's just eating dog food the whole time. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so after she fucks and then fucks this dude,
Right.
What happens next?
So, like, keep in mind, right now she's 17.
Jesus. Oh. Okay.
Wow. She's lived 4 lifetimes.
Yeah.
She's at this high society type ball type of thing. She's out on the dance floor, and apparently she kisses a woman from a respected family, which is like a complete faux pas at that time.
Oh my god!
And
what
like,
fucking baller move.
Yeah, and like baller. 3 different people, 3 different guys, all like challenge her honor and say, you know, you can't do that. We challenge you to a duel. So
wait, is she a man? She's dressed as a man?
She's dressed as a man at this point.
Oh, fucking love it, dude. Okay,
cool. So 3 different guys like defend the honor of this family and say, I challenge you to a duel. You know, you've disrespected the family. So she duels all 3 of them, beats all of their asses.
Fuck yeah.
Line up, cupcakes. Fuck you.
Exactly. Apparently these men are just bitches.
I mean, they're French.
Yeah.
You to cut that one.
I mean, she's French too.
That's right.
Well, I'm saying
That's
I was
right.
actually about to say, like, she might be the only redeemable quality that I see in that country.
Yeah, take that, French people. Give us your gilets.
Yeah. Okay, so she beats these 3 dudes' asses. Does she have sex with them?
Not this time.
Oh, okay, all right.
At least that's not recorded. Anyway,
So if
she might have
not recorded, she definitely had sex with them.
She definitely had sex with them.
but of course, dueling is illegal.
She's
She has to get the hell out of Dodge again.
Man, she doesn't give a fuck.
He does not. Fuck everyone.
This time she goes to Brussels.
Definitely. Yeah.
Again,
You can
does her thing as an opera singer.
Yeah.
Works for a while doing that. While she's there, she becomes the mistress of the Elector of Bavaria.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
So like during this time, it's I guess like the Holy Roman Empire is still going
Yeah,
on.
it's still it would still 1600s. Yeah, kind of
What's
the end phase of it. Yeah.
What is an elector? What does that mean?
I think it has to do with like in the Holy Roman Empire, they elected the emperor. So you had all these like little member states, and he just happened to be like the elector from Bavaria.
Yeah. So the end of the Holy Roman Empire was unique in that facet that they were electing kind of officials of different states.
Yeah, it was basically just like one big confederation, not necessarily an empire.
Yeah. They maintained the name because they wanted to kind of have consistency with who they were, but yeah, to Connor's point, it was of the Bavarian area.
Yeah, I mean he's basically a prince.
Yeah.
And their relationship ends up souring, of course. And he offers her 40,000 francs to stay with him.
Fuck yeah. He's using
And
francs.
she takes that money and she throws it at his feet and walks away.
And she fucking stabs him in the dick.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Wow. Can we just comment on one thing? She has burned a lot of relationships at this point. It might be her, you know.
It might be, yeah.
It might be her.
You know, and I know she's young. She's only kind of in her teens. I mean, but it's like, you're boring, so we're done.
Yeah.
He's burning a lot of bridges.
Burning a lot of bridges in like really high society circles. So
Yeah.
when I do have a question. When she got with this elector prince guy, it was, let's just say she was presented as a woman.
Yeah, I mean, like the how it reads is she becomes his mistress,
Right.
but I don't think she's the kind of person to become anybody's anything.
Right.
You know.
So
Yeah.
he's her sidekick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She
Got
was
it.
like, yeah, you'll do for now. Oh, you want me to stay for money? Nah, shit's whack. I'm out.
I'm leaving. I got better places to go. You fucking franc eating motherfucker. Get out of here.
Yeah, actually, that's like super hardcore, like especially for the time, for her to just like, money, bitch, please get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
After that, maybe 6-7 years goes by. She just sticks to singing in the opera.
Well, I mean, that's a good living. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would say just second to stabbing people who kind of affront her in some way. Opera as a passion. It's
Yeah.
kind of right below there.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. That is fun.
Killing dudes, fucking bitches, singing the opera. Got it.
Yeah. Second to killing people is definitely opera.
It's
How
definitely
do I
opera.
express myself? Yeah.
Baddest woman on the planet.
I know that the BTK killer had an amazing voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've always heard about that. Dennis Rader, beautiful singing voice. High falsetto, if you believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something college.
Richard Ramirez, wonderful soprano. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Son of Sam really did some amazing work.
Yeah. David Berkowitz, definitely known for his baritone, I think is what.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely his baritone.
So many deep references.
Yeah.
We're all over the
I
place.
think that Ted Bundy actually did have a good singing voice.
I bet he did. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Well, and so and obviously he didn't actually directly kill anyone, but Charles Manson released albums.
that's true.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was a musician.
Yeah.
Yep. Now that is to say that I could release an album. Technically, I could.
Yeah, if you listen to a Charles Manson album, you might be inspired to release an album as well, because that's where the talent level was at.
Yeah, because you realize any crazy idiot could release music if you want.
Yeah.
If you want to.
That's exactly right.
That's also what people feel when they listen to our podcast. Like, oh, yeah.
I can do a podcast.
Any
Yeah.
crazy idiots can do this. These guys are fucking terrible.
And
I
guess
can do
what?
this.
We've been influenced by other podcasts, so it's just a bunch of people thinking they can fucking release whatever the fuck they want.
All right. So it's what, 7 years in the
Yeah.
opera?
So at this point, she's 33. She retires from opera.
Oh, well, she's so old.
Yeah, 33 is ancient.
Mhm.
Ancient.
As a 32-year-old, looking down
mean-
the barrel of 33.
Yeah,
I'm
especially
pretty old.
1700 something.
Yeah.
So she takes refuge in a convent, funnily enough,
Huh. Strange.
and that's where she dies
Oh my God.
uneventfully
Oh,
What?
okay.
Of like old age?
of old age of 33.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
shit.
What?
Oh, she went to a convent and then died like right away.
Yeah.
I guess she lived like 300 years in that 33 years.
At 33, yeah, she was
Yeah.
definitely living a bunch of lives.
So and how did she die? Does anyone know?
It doesn't say. I don't know if it's, I don't know, cholera, dysentery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take your pick.
Any number of the things that would kill
Yeah.
you at that time.
Dude, fuck this. And this is not Kyle's crusade against Christians or anything, but those nuns heard about what she did and they fucking got her back. That's what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, that's
It
right.
could be karma.
Yeah. Wow.
Can't go around stabbing dudes and stealing chicks your whole life, I guess.
Yeah.
Or who knows? Maybe she faked her own death.
She lived till she was 80 as another person. Another plethora of duels. Yeah.
Actually, I believe that. That's what happened. So
She became the dueling nun. She took the identity of the woman she initially not burned to death, but who died, and then she burned her corpse.
That makes sense.
That makes
I
sense.
could see that.
Yeah, logically, you know.
Definitely. Yeah.
is that where her story ends? Or does she have like offspring or like what?
That's where the story ends.
Okay.
God.
All right. You guys have any like thing to add in this one? Like this, she was definitely a bad bitch. for
Oh,
sure.
she was the baddest bitch. Yeah.
Holy shit. I can't even believe this, though. I mean, I can't. I don't have anything clever to add. She's just fucking out there,
No,
literally
yeah.
doing just
She's just
stabbing
so
people, scraping up dicks, getting fucking pussy wherever she wanted to,
This
burning
is
down fucking nunneries.
every modern female hip hop artist wants to be this fucking woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It is like she turned a corner when she was like, it's like 6 months into basically being kind of raped by this fucking nasty old guy, right? In the very beginning. She was like, you know what I don't like about this? Everything. So I'm going to fucking stab anyone I don't like
Yeah.
and do
Done.
whatever I want the rest of my
As
life.
it turns out, I have no fucking emotion, and I'm gonna stab everyone. I'm done.
I bet too. You got to imagine though, like, because she did have, so she had falling out with many a lover and no slut shaming whatsoever. Fucking go do you, baby. But she had all these falling out. I bet she was like, "Do you really want to fight? Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to do this, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking stab you if this comes to it." That's why the guy tried to pay her. He's like, "No, stay. I'll give you some money." She's like, "I want your money.
Okay.
Why don't you try to fight me for me, huh? Fight me for me. Win my honor. Because I'll kick your ass, bro."
And he was like, "No, I can't. I do not know how to fight. I cannot fight. I will give you francs, though."
Plenty of frogs. All these frogs.
Yeah, as soon as the word franc came into play, that my hatred for the French came right back.
Oh, it came right back. Wow. And to our French
she's
listeners,
cool.
Justin is not sorry.
She's a meritorious American in my heart. She's
That should be the title episode. We'll just do her name and then meritorious American.
Do we have a summation?
yeah. There's a lot to follow here, so let me just see if I can do it. Fill in the gaps that I miss. Okay, so this woman is born to the master of horse in the French royalty, aristocracy, whatever you want to call it. At the age of 14, she becomes the mistress to a count, and I think court's really out on whether or not she liked that, but I'm imagining she doesn't. She ends up in an arranged marriage with a nobleman. She becomes the mistress to another man who gets her fencing instructor who gets into a duel, which I guess is illegal in France. And then they have to go on the lam. They run away to Marseille, where she works in an opera, and then she starts courting some merchant's daughter, which is so badass at the time. Merchant's daughter gets sent to a convent. She pulls some crazy shit, shows up with a dead body, burns the place down, fakes a woman's death, bounces out, and then just gets bored with her and on to the next thing. So fucking hardcore. I love it. Yep. So next, fill me in here. Where did she go after that? My summation.
Back to Paris.
Back to Paris.
She was back to Paris, and she in another another opera company, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then in Paris, she's moonlighting as a man, where she's also hooking up with chicks, fighting dudes. My favorite story is that she fought a dude, whooped his ass, then had sex with him. That's badass. I love that. From there, she moves on to Brussels. Yep. And she becomes a mistress to the Elector, part of the Holy Roman Empire. She winds up at some he tries to offer her money, tells him to go fuck himself. Then she winds up at some party where she is pretending to be a man, kisses a woman. 3 dudes want to fight her. She whoops all their asses. And then she ends up singing the opera for 7 years. And then she joins a convent, and where she died pretty uneventfully at the ripe old age of 33, which she's such a badass character. I wish there was just like, I want her to go down in like a blaze of glory. You know
Better
what I
to
mean?
burn out than to fade away, man.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
Sacre bleu.
Wow.
Yeah, she's sick, man. That's a fucking great story.
Badass. Yeah.
Yeah, she had to feel extra powerful stabbing that guy, embarrassing him in all public, making him sit down in front of everyone. I think we agree on that. That
Definitely
happened. That's factual. That's in the record. And then was like, "Oh, how you doing, buddy? I'm gonna take your cum from you now. That's what I'm gonna do."
Yeah.
Your cum is mine. I earned this.
And
She's mine, boy.
she fucked him. She bent him over, pushed his dick backwards, and
yeah.
rammed herself onto it.
This is a story about Julie fucking French.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking French.